Pinocchio! Mamma mia! We're doing, there's 8,000 Pinocchio movies, and we're gonna watch the one that started it all, which it was already a public domain story, I think, before Disney even got to it. I don't even know. Um, Classic. I've seen it before. It's been a while. Uh, we'll see how it is. But I want to have a good frame of reference before the newest Disney Pinocchio, the live action remake or whatever we're going to call it. We might watch the Roberto Benigni 2002 one also. We might watch the fucking A True Story one. Just FYI, the 2019 Pinocchio was pretty good. I'm not ready to do a watch along of that just because I'll rewatch it, and I just watched it like in the past year or two, so I'll rewatch it another time. But yeah, the Matteo Garrone Pinocchio was pretty good. So without further ado to you and to you and you and you. We are going to start the 1940s Pinocchio. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and you are going to press play at the same time. And it's going to happen now. 3, 2, 1. RKO, Radio Pictures. I made 2 drinks. 90 minutes long, too. That's an hour, 27 minutes, and 44 seconds. I think that's longer than The Lion King, actually. Let's see, actually, while the credits are going. I accidentally had the Greek audio track for the very beginning, so I had to change that. I was like, what the hell's going on? It's kind of funny how sometimes your legal copies will default to a audio track that's not in your country. Yeah, the Disney, whenever the streaming service one's longer, it's because there's different credits at the end. So don't worry about it if the time code doesn't match up. It's not a different cut. As long as we all started at the same time, it should be fine. Unless they added like a weird intro or something, which I don't think is the case. Lion King 1994, hour and 28 minutes, so it's barely longer than Pinocchio. Okay, it was close. This is the first time I'm watching the film with subtitles, though. I don't know how old I was the last time I saw this. Maybe like 13, actually. Oh, fuck. It's good to have this song at the beginning. Kind of like it fits it thematically. It's a great song, too. Only if you believe in the right God. It's funny, the trope that's now dead of like open up the storybook and then the movie starts. That's an old trope. It happened a lot. I want to take that line and put it into like a modern like gothic film. As I wandered along like what streets, there wasn't a soul to be seen. Fuck, I missed that adjective. I saw it and it worked perfectly and I forgot it. The wind above the window said "Oi oi oi." Oi 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 oi. Yeah, it's like a Sin City line. You're right. Yeah, microphones sucked in 1940. Maybe that's what John did. He used 1940 microphones. I like how I just have to say John and I don't even have to say like the last name or the movie I'm talking about. That elephant's got something in his butt. That squirrel's got big balls. Lion. There was a horse. Terrifying. Yeah, there's some creepy ass shit in this movie. Okay, this is starting out creepy. Wow. This is terrifying. Kitty. That weird slow prance of the cat. They had the motion down, they didn't have the frames down. That's something that animators got much better at over time. I guess they were probably trying to go for kind of like slower jaunt, but yeah. It sounds like Mel Blanc. I don't think it is. Just the way he's singing sounds like Bugs Bunny. That's a big butt. That's a huge butt. He's creepy. I forgot about the fuckable fish. Not my thing, but it's wearing eyeliner, you know? Like eyeshadow and mascara. Geppetto's a creepy fuck. I like the coloring on Figaro. You can see like the paint. I guess it's not that different than how other things are colored, but the black and white together makes it more notable. I don't remember Geppetto's voice being so fucking creepy. That posture of the conductor is pissing me off. You're gonna kill him. Well, because he drew the mouth on him. Geppetto used the paintbrush. So he built it in a way where he can operate it facing him, which is kind of funny. I guess you'd be able to either way. Some puppeteers are really talented. This is great animation. I love that shit. Wow. That was awesome. That was really cool. Damn. Well, that's why you get TF'd and Vord later. Because you're mean. Oh, God. This is terrifying. This is like The Grudge. Oh, my God. It's crazy. Because a few weeks ago, I was typing up a script. This is sadistic. Why would you own that in your home? I was typing up a thing I was working on, and I was like furiously typing because I'm such a fast typer. And then later in the day, I was like, fuck, my tendonitis symptoms are back. What did I do? I didn't do anything. And I was like, fuck, I was typing. And it was only for like an hour. I was so pissed off. So now I'm trying, as I'm typing my notes for this, I'm trying to relearn how to type in a different way so that instead of my right hand always doing the space bar, it's my left hand. And I'm going to see if that helps fix anything. But it's so difficult to like relearn how to do something that's already muscle memory. And so I'm just doing it slower and shittier right now. But like, fuck, I hope I get better at it eventually. The Shape of Water, 2018. Okay, that fish wants to fuck somebody. Why is it wearing lipstick? Who's the fish trying to impress? Why is the fish dressed like a slut? I am slut shaming the fish. that bedboard, that headrest, that other cat, that face, that was so weird. I haven't watched the Pinocchio reboot. We're doing that Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Or 8 p.m. Pacific. I don't know. One of the two. Somewhere in between. Smoking before bed. Well, if you're a smoker, that's what you do. You don't think smokers smoke before bed? Aww. He should be Figaro, not Figaro. Are you going to make the cat do it? Because he's black? It's the 40s. What year was Fantasia? What year did Disney make Fantasia? Just like a couple years after this, right? Can someone look that up for me? With all the racist shit in Fantasia? Is it just this? Is it the same year? Wow. I love the reincorporation of the melody in the background. Because I'm fucking weird. I wished my stuffed animals were real when I was a kid. I was like, they'd be my friends. And then I guess God misinterpreted and made me want to be an animal. He's like, granted. It was a real monkey's paw. Oh wow! I thought the kitty had a boner. The foot bulge was like the only. It was only 1 foot for a second. I was like, whoa. There's so many weird frames in old animation where like either some of the animators were perverts and they thought they were being funny because nobody had the ability to pause because it was only like, there was no such thing as home video at the time, so nobody could pause. So maybe they were just like, maybe they were just like horny and weird, or everyone was naive and nobody thought that anything sexual existed, which I don't know if I buy that. Yeah, the Donald Duck shit, that's so funny. There's so many good Donald Duck frames. Why is it always Donald Duck? There's like 1,000 weirdly sexual Donald Duck frames. My boyfriend snores a lot. It's not high pitched like that. He sounds like Mel Blanc. That scream. Maybe just anybody screaming into a microphone in the 1940s sounds like Mel Blanc. Maybe it was just how people screamed. Oh, shit. If this just turned into alien invasion, which I guess maybe you could interpret it this way. What's going on here? Was Timon making a reference to Pinocchio? Rotoscoping! Basically, yeah. Yeah, I think this was rotoscoped. Ow. It wasn't? Go fuck yourself. You're being a guesser. You didn't look that up. Did you watch it? Was there a documentary that you watched about the animation? They used references, but like what? They like basically traced over it, right? Didn't in Snow White, didn't they like paint over basically? Didn't they like actually rotoscope it? What do you mean you missed it? What did you miss? Ugh. Well, you got your right hand right. You listen here, you little shit! Rye Bread, you can start halfway through the movie also. You can pause your copy at 20 minutes and wait for it to go at the 20-minute mark on my screen and press play when it hits 20 here. The timer's at the bottom. You can resync whenever you want. Wow. He got knighted by an alien. They all have frick me eyes. That like open mouth freeze frame that just happened there. There's in a lot of classic animation, that like expression. A lot of Disney. It's very familiar. Yeah, old Disney. You know, I should do watch-alongs as I continue the Looney Tunes shit that I was watching through. It's on HBO Max. I would just have to get proper files for it. How was that going? I mean, I'll continue it at some point. I have notes for it in case I wanted to make a video out of it, which I kind of did, but I was watching a lot of it when I got sick with COVID too. Uh-oh. Like we needed another dance break. Okay, this isn't I was like, this is I don't remember this song, and there's probably a reason why. This is a bad song. This is not a good song. Wow. This is a Negroni. It's probably my go-to drink, honestly. I like it a lot. I'll use Tanqueray 10 for the gin. And, yeah, this song is just too stereotypical for the time period. It's just kind of... Yeah, there's a reason people don't remember this one. There's a reason why this doesn't play at the beginning of every Disney movie when they show their logo. It's not a whistle to just say woohoo, by the way. Jiminy. Piece of shit. Let your conscience be your guy. So I made 2 drinks. This other drink is oh, okay. Oh. Geppetto's head got a boner. That was weird. I'll watch this part. I don't know. It's weird how the room lit up after the candle got lit, but the wick of the candle should only be emitting about as much light as the matchstick that was already lit, right? It's just one flame. Is it that much brighter than lighting a match? Pretty sure I've lit candles and they're about as bright as lighting a match. Why did the light turn on after the candle was lit and not after the match was lit? 0 out of 10. Bad movie. Thank you, Anthony. Wow! I forgot he had a gun. There were a lot of guns in... It's just a part of American culture. It's so weird. There wasn't a lot of guns in media in, like, other countries. I mean, sure, maybe, like, Russia and other... Like, Canadian old media, there wasn't a lot of guns. Yeah, times were so different. Now there's more guns, but you just don't show them in kids' movies. Now everybody... Now even leftists have guns. I guess a lot of leftists had guns back in the 1940s. Ugh. I mean, it's just as good as a real boy. Like, if you can talk, what are you missing? Like, the ability to die? Is that what you're like, oh, I can't wait to be mortal? You could probably, like, replace an arm with just, like, another piece of wood right now. Okay, that fish is trying to fuck everybody. I think the last time I saw this, I was 13. I think it's been 18 years. There's that same... They totally use the exact same, like, animation cells for the cat doing that walk. It was so recognizable. Babe? Wow. Get me out of here! I didn't do anything! Just get me out! You're being an asshole. Just because the fish is a slut doesn't mean you can kill it. This is crazy. It's been 25 minutes and they haven't left. I forgot how long this first scene was. Holy shit. It's 24. We're like... It's been so long. They haven't... This isn't the first scene. I was wondering why the movie was an hour and a half. Oh, you can't put... Take off his glove. Take off the glove, bro. He's wearing a glove. Take off the glove. Wow, you killed the fish twice. Oh, no. Yuck. That doesn't make any sense. So I got a second drink. I made a second drink. When I was visiting my brother in Montreal, he introduced me to a gin called Seventh Heaven gin, and it has a horse on it. And it's like the best fucking gin, and there was like 2 different kinds. The regular one, it's so crazy. It like almost tastes like blueberries, but not. It's like botanical. And so my brother visited Toronto for the last few days of TIFF. I told him, bring those gin bottles, because I bought some in Montreal and I had to leave them there because my weight was too high for the plane. So he brought them on a train. And then when I was bringing them back, I was like, these bottles are so fucking heavy. The glass is so heavy. So I poured them into like plastic, like rinsed out, emptied soda bottles. Like my parents were drinking Perrier. So there was a plastic bottle of Perrier, and I poured them in there, and I took them on the flight in my checked baggage, and then I poured them. Now the gin is in like glass cups in my fridge with plastic wrap over top, like cling wrap. Because you don't want to keep it in plastic for a while. If it's alcohol, it'll erode it, and it'll make your alcohol taste like shit, and probably not be good for you. But this is a pretty cool shot, actually. With just how much they're animating in the frame. That's a lot of work. Wow. It wasn't, like, super detailed, but that was impressive for the time, for sure. What are those? So yeah, I'm drinking some of that gin for the first time. As in, since I brought it home. And I'm savoring every moment. It's just gin and soda. Soda water. Classic shot. They use that in every ad for Disney. Disney would be like, Disney is the best. Here's all the clips from the Disney movies. And they'd always use that shot. Every fucking VHS tape had that fucking shot in it. When am I seeing Barbarian? I don't know. I'm not prioritizing it while I'm so busy with other shit right now. I'm still recording my TIFF voiceover. So if it's still in theaters when my huge backlog of shit I'm getting through is done, then I'll watch it. Otherwise, I can watch it when I'm back. Uh-oh, furries. Their clothes are awful. These are garbage furries. Why aren't they raccoons? Everyone wears gloves. Oh boy! Let's human traffic the shit out of this wooden boy. He's took us! His name would be Honest John, you know? Piece of shit like that. You would call yourself honest. John. Yeah. Didn't know what was a slur? I didn't even catch a slur. I did not even hear a slur. Oh, the word they say a lot in Drag Me to Hell and Kimba. The structure of this movie is just so in need of improvement. Like Dumbo was a year after this, right? I feel the same way about Dumbo. It's like they really gotta. Things should have been moving along 15 minutes ago. It's clunky. It's chunky. I don't like his voice. Honest John has a weird voice. It should be Keegan Michael Key. That was a weird low frame rate for a second. That was bizarre. Like everyone's copy did that, right? See, this is why I love Looney Tunes cartoons from this time period. Like I've watched all the way up and I've like I think I've started catching up to like the 1940s. I might still be on the 30s. I'm going chronologically with the stuff that's on HBO Max. I haven't watched any since like May or June, but I'd like to get back into it. Maybe do some watch-alongs for it. Um, but those are all like fucking 6 minutes long, and so it's they don't have to worry that much about pacing. Like some of them are boring, but then it's like okay, next. You know, this is great. That was really cool animation. That macro, I guess technically micro. Dead. I really hope HBO Max doesn't purge its Looney Tunes library. That would be like actually so upsetting. Although I'm pretty sure there's like torrents of everything in 1080p online at this point, but there's honestly probably more available on torrent than there is on HBO Max. I'm pretty sure HBO Max is missing a lot. The cat is played by Mel Blanc? What? Figaro? Or this cat? Wow. I like that little snoot. That. I want that plant to eat him. Up. Voluntary vor. Why is there a hot dog on that plant? Cat of nine tails are so annoying. I don't know why. That's the name of the plant, right? Cat of nine tails? That's also like the name of a whip. Right? That would be snitching. Wow. Cattails? Is it cattails or cat of nine tails? I wasn't talking about the pitcher plant. I was talking about another one. Cattails? That's it? Okay, well, I'm crazy then. Pinocchio! You look like a sellout. His animation is definitely not rotoscoped. Wow, he didn't say it like the new movie trailer. The fucking the peaking in the first line of that song. I got no strings to hold me. Also, I can emit sound from my body. That's another thing I can do that the other puppets can't. This is racist. Wow. So far, we've only gotten fish and like busty ass puppets, like thick ass puppets as female characters. The fish, and they're also weirdly sexual. We haven't gotten a single like human female. Oh wait, we got the fucking fairy. That was it. The blue fairy. Yeah, I almost forgot about her. She is kind of a forgettable nonsense character. It's kind of how female characters were written. It's either like weirdly sexualized or like completely forgettable and just boring. Like nothing characters or just sex characters and that's it. Okay. Calm down. He's enjoying that a little too much. Take off. Wow. Yeah. He was like a prostitute throwing coins. Oh boy. I feel like I need some calories. Well, I've got some crispy minis. Fuck it. Oop. I don't know. Maybe fucking walk him to school next time. What are you doing? You don't even have a job. Walk your kid to school. This is why you don't have a real boy. You're irresponsible. What the fuck? Yeah, you lost your kid like the moment you sent him away on his own. This is why you're not a dad. Okay, this is my last free sample of truff. And I enjoyed it so much I'm actually I ordered some. It's a hot sauce with black truffle. Mm. It was a free sample. They gave it to my brother and my mom and my brother's fiance when they were at like some weird convention that was close to the TIFF stuff. Ah. Weird. He's a creepy boy. Mmm. I guess at the time animation wasn't necessarily considered like, oh, kids movie. Like just everything was around the same rating, you know? Animation or no. It's not like they had more mature things by that much happening in live action. You still weren't allowed to show a lot of shit. Yeah, I don't think the MPAA existed. Hmm. Oh, thank you. Chop the shit out of you, boy. Get me out of here! I didn't do anything. I love just threatening a small child in your Disney film. Threatening to beat the shit out of him. And kill them. If only Geppetto had walked me to school. Or made sure that I was, like, even close to the proximity of the other kids on my way to school. There's an entire group of kids. He sent you out the door, like, as they were passing. The story is just so nonsense. Was this a child or an adult playing a child? Probably an adult playing a child. It's probably a woman. Right? For Pinocchio? Yeah, everyone's impressed by the talking piece of wood. Nobody's impressed by the talking fox. It was a child? Oh, Pinocchio's played by a guy. It was probably a child then. Very interesting. Did child labor laws exist when this movie came out, or do you think this kid worked like 30-hour days? Somehow. When did child labor laws start? And how can we get rid of them? Well, my last free sample. Child labor laws started before the 80s. Maybe for movies in the 80s. I think for a while, movies were like, it's not work. That was great. Ah! I like old animation a lot. Traditional hand drawn. I'm so much more engaged in this than if it were live action. What's funny is a lot of people give me shit for not seeing older films. But I bet that I've seen more films from like the 1920s and 30s than those people have. If you include Looney Tunes cartoons as films, which technically they are. They're short films. So I've seen like fucking dozens from like I believe they started in the 20s, right? Or was it 30s? Maybe 30s. But I've seen dozens from like the 1930s. Maybe like 100. I like Chaplin, but I don't feel like rewatching it the same way I do with Looney Tunes. There's something about old animation that I connect with a lot more. I find it much more interesting. I don't get bored in the same way. Didn't I give one an 8? Yeah. That doesn't mean I want to watch it. It means I thought it was great. You know, it can be an 8 out of 10 for like a movie in what, 1920s or some shit? Like 30s, 40s? Like, doesn't mean I want to watch it. It means I watched it and I thought it was great. And then I may never see it again. Hey! You're currently made of wood. I'm afraid if you keep lying, you're going to go to hell, Pinocchio. You're going to burn in the fiery pits. Beelzebub's going to eat your ass. Sorry, Pinocchio. I got to go. What if I want Beelzebub to eat my ass? Shut up. Idiot. You think it's fair to say that CGI is just as interesting as an art form as well? In your opinion, sure. Interesting in what way? Like I just find I enjoy traditional 2D animation more than I do CG animation. That's fun. If you pay attention to the type of films I love, animation or otherwise, it's things where you can feel the personality from the people that created it. And I feel like 2D animation embodies that a lot more than 3D animation. Because in 3D animation, a lot of the time someone creates like a model, and then other animators will like rig the model, right? Whereas like in 2D animation, like Andre Deja, his personality is shown in Scar from the Lion King and the other characters that he is responsible for animating. Like, you can, the way that someone draws something, it's like the difference between like 3D printing and like pottery. It's the difference between like sure, there's ways that 3D animators express themselves, but it's usually like kind of top down, and it's usually so corporate. Not to say that this wasn't made corporately. Wow, that was like a Cuphead animation. Yeah, and like 3D animation, like you have the computer does the lighting for you. You can place it where you want, and then it interprets it, you know, in that way. Like there's so much of it that is automated for the ease of the animators, and also 3D animated movies wind up looking a lot shittier because the animators aren't paid very well. I'm pretty sure 2D animators were unionized, and then 3D animators weren't, and that's probably why the shift took place and why Disney stopped 2D animation, is because 2D animators were unionized. That's probably why, right? I'm not making shit up. That's true, right? Could someone look that up? Well, good thing I never said 3D doesn't have any merit. Good thing I didn't say that. They weren't doing 3D animation at the time of... They were still doing 2D for a while after Fantasia and Atlantis. Like, Pixar did some stuff in, what, 94, I guess? When was Toy Story? 94? 96? 96, right? 95. Jiminy, save him! Well, the furries stole another young boy. Pleasure Island? No, but I've been to Little St. James. I don't like how he has, like, weird bunny teeth. I don't know why he TFs later if he's just gonna already be an animal. Those characters look so funny. They look like Perry Bible Fellowship characters. That was so funny. I do not consider 3D to be an evolution on animation. I consider it to be a different genre of animation. Just like 2D isn't an evolution on stop motion. They're just different genres. Uh-oh. A whole ass chicken or turkey. Probably a chicken. A big pie. Oh, so Pinocchio has a digestive system already, or what? Or was he just trying to fit in? Why did he have that shit? Tobacco! Smoking children, yes! Every Disney movie today is too cowardly. Disney got woke. Disney got woke when they stopped allowing smoking children. Wow. It's swell. I'm getting swole. Did he say strained glass? I have a free Disney Plus subscription right now for no reason because of my cell phone provider. I heard jack off himself? So this is it hasn't even been another 25 minutes since the first 25 minutes. Actually, it has. It has. I did math wrong. It's been less than 35 minutes since the first 25 minutes. Still, the amount of time it took to get out of the house at the beginning versus how much shit has happened since then is crazy. Uh-oh. So spit tobacco and a cigar? Wow. Pinocchio? Wow. You have lungs. What's the difference between wood and a real boy if you have, like, receptors in your lungs to absorb, like, the nicotine? Is nicotine in that? Or just tobacco? I don't know. Like, clearly you've felt the effects of this. You just got a buzz, right? Why do you want to be a real boy anyway? You can smoke. And drink, apparently. Yeah, you got drunk. Or that's from the cigar. He's gonna pass out and die. Playing pool? That's immoral. Grass to grass. He just lost the game. It looked impressive, but he just lost. Threaten more children. Your best friend! That's what you advertised yourself as, so yes. You didn't say let your best friend be your guide. Wow, that falling animation was one frame. That was so weird. Make a jackass out of yourself. Uh-oh. Why you strip the donkey? I think what's worth more than, like, hundreds of donkeys is a magical potion that can turn you into a donkey. You could probably sell that for more, right? He can still talk! We gotta beat the shit out of him! Aww. And then somehow, like, just a bunch of people got fetishes from this. Do you notice how like almost every furry that's into TF is like a donkey, except for Scoot, I guess. Uh-oh. It's not my thing. Backwards erection. I love Pinocchio throwing away the cigar. That was so funny. Well, you're going to be a real donkey, Pinocchio. Was there TF in Gargoyles? I don't remember. I guess you would know, right? It's funny how this started a lot of like TF people's fetishes, because like the way that this is presented is just terrifying. Like there's a fear in this, you know? Weird. His eyes. Uh-oh. Kids like crying out for their fucking mama and Pinocchio. Oh no. So is it the location that's turning them into? Because I always thought it was like the beer. I thought it was like the drink that turned him into a donkey. But it's like, okay, well, I guess he's leaving. It's like, quick, before you get worse. Like, what does that mean? Oh, is that his tail? Does Pinocchio have a tail now? What was he grabbing onto? Oh, he does have a tail. Yeah, it's their attitude that turns them into donkeys. So weird. Yeah, if this type of shit is just casually happening in this universe, like there's hundreds of children that go missing all the time in this universe. Like kids are getting snatched left and right and just never returning home, and Geppetto was like, "Bye." Doesn't give him any advice. Have fun at school. Bye. You're not gonna warn him. You're not gonna walk him to school. How do I feel about the score? It's standard for the time. It's not bad, you're right, but it's not amazing. When You Wish Upon a Star is a great song. The rest, not as memorable. I didn't want no stinking Boyd. Also, you gonna report anything to the authorities? Are you gonna suggest that, Mr. Conscience? It says here he killed himself because he didn't return home in Minecraft. I always remembered it as Pinocchio getting eaten and then Geppetto saving him. Not the other way around. I know, the plot is all over the place. Okay, this is a very elaborate suicide, Pinocchio. So what are the, like, the ears and tail are not wood, right? Are they getting blood? Do you have a blood stream? They're organic, right? It's magic. Shut up! I wonder how they achieved this audio effect. I wonder what they did. Because it's not like they had a digital filter, right? It would all be analog, but like, how would they do that? Do you think they like played it back through speakers, like on the other side of like tinfoil or something, or like through? Like, what do you think they did? No, they're not literally gargling. That's not what gargling sounds like. Yeah, maybe there's like speaking through a can. Frankie Macaroni, don't spoil things that happen in the remake that I haven't watched, please. Why would you say that? That's like the first rule of chat. These fish are not fuckable. Can Pinocchio experience pain? Can we make Pinocchio experience pain? Uh-oh. I'm dead. Can crickets just like breathe underwater? A sea donkey. That whale's dead. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. So wait, did your house get eaten? What's going on? Are you not in the whale? What's happening? What's going on? He brought the fish on a boat? Okay, you are in the whale. All right. Cat. The cat can eat you. Where was he looking for Pinocchio on a boat? Like, that's what he was doing, right? This movie is whale phobic. Tuna! Because he was boating to Pleasure Island. Did he know that Pinocchio was there? I'm maybe it explained that and I was talking over it or something, but oh yeah. There's a film called Geppetto from 2000. Probably I will not watch it. I don't know. Why would I watch it? Drew Carey? What the fuck? I think there's too many Pinocchio movies to watch them all. Eat the boy! Weren't you trying to get inside the whale? Wasn't that your goal? What did you say earlier? What were you gonna say? What's your plan? What's your plan? Were you gonna kill the whale and cut him open? You knew Geppetto was it. Who wrote the letter? Who wrote the letter to let you know that Geppetto was in the whale? Can someone... The fairy wrote the letter? Are you guessing? Got brought to him on a bird. I'm a real donkey now. Father, stop kissing the fish. I'm right here. What a wet little boy. You have a bed. Was this on your... What the fuck? You brought your whole house on the boat. He just takes his gun. Gotta put him down. He's rotten. If he just executed Pinocchio right now, that'd be a good ending. Wow. Pinocchio. A stick of gum. A stick of gum comes with the Geppetto VHS. Trident for kids gum. That's funny. That's crazy. Rare Geppetto Trident gum VHS. You can buy it for $8 on eBay. Oh, that gum's probably like toxic now. Who wants to eat the forbidden Geppetto gum? Can we do a Geppetto gum unboxing? I'm not gonna do it. Somebody else do it. It's sealed new. Oh my god. Ancient Geppetto gum. I think I have to. It's only $8. Well, I forgot my password. And they do not ship this item to Canada, but I can ship it to my boyfriend's address. And yeah, if you couldn't tell, this movie has like kind of lost my attention. I want this gum. This is so weird. It's so bizarre. Looks better in condition? Well, hold on. I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna buy the other gum. You deserve it, asshole! Looks like the first gum was exposed. What do you mean? Oh yeah, it does look melted. You're right. How do I undo? Well, he's dead. Wow, you look creepy as fuck. You looked better as a fucking wooden doll, idiot. Those stars could be better. They were all like the same size and kind of shit. What a weird movie. Like, what the fuck plot was that? What the hell? It's just over. I guess all the credits are like at the beginning for these movies. Yeah, what? I liked the animation a lot. Um, but fuck, it's kind of poorly structured. Very poorly structured. Bizarre. Rating? I don't know. What did I give? I would give it probably a 5. It started out like as a 7, I guess. It just kept going down just with more. Just the structure is so doesn't keep you engaged. Yeah, we need another scene of Geppetto getting vored by the whale. Yeah. Yeah, let me rate this real quick. What did I rate Dumbo? I think I give it like a 4. Let's see. Oops, not 2019. I hate how I can't just click the first search result. I give it a 6. I feel like Dumbo deserves less. I feel like it was a reluctant 6 out of 10. I feel like I should give this a 5 and then maybe change my Dumbo rating. The story is just a mess. Yeah, I'm going to change my Dumbo rating to a 5. Yeah, well, maybe I'll watch it again and it'll be a 4. I don't know. But Pinocchio is getting a 5 right now. Yeah, it didn't keep me hooked to the end. What did I rate Fantasia? I have never seen the entirety of Fantasia, I don't think. I've only seen the racist bits on YouTube. Yeah, it was fun to revisit it. Loved the animation, obviously. Stories were not very strong in 1940s. Maybe if there's stronger stories in film, then I need to watch them because I haven't seen every movie from the 1940s, obviously. But like, fuck. Okay, I guess I'll watch one of the other Pinocchios now.